A Travis County man is out thousands of dollars after making a purchase through a social media marketplace. It turns out the equipment he bought was stolen from a home improvement store in another state. The landowner contacted the KVUE Defenders, and it turns out rental equipment theft is a crime on the rise, costing not only unsuspecting buyers, but the entire rental industry tens of millions of dollars each year. Here's KVUE's investigative reporter, Jenny Lee.
This is the pathway to the work site here.
A work site that's transforming.
I've gotten a little work done
into Brandon Copley's future family home.
You see a giant hole. So this is where we're working on building the garage.
It's a lot of work.
All of this is solid limestone.
A lot of work.
And we also have to dig a septic.
But Brandon isn't complaining.
And you have to have, of course, the right equipment to do those things. And I was having fun.
Brandon's fun with his home project started early this year. He needed a mini excavator to help with all the digging. In July, he found one on Facebook Marketplace for $18,000. But his home project came to a halt in September when Brandon discovered a problem with the mini excavator he bought.
A repo truck shows up at my property and says, "Hey, you've got an excavator over there, and that guy's mine." And I said, "What do you mean?"
That's when Brandon called the Travis County Sheriff's Office. And while an investigation is underway, the detective wouldn't talk with KVUE. But Brandon says he learned the man who sold him the excavator rented it from a Home Depot in the Atlanta area and drove it to Austin.
I had the product, so I felt safe giving him the money.
Brandon showed us a receipt with the seller's names and address. We searched through public records to find contacts for those names, but no luck. A Google search of the address shows a feed store in Melvin, Texas.
The number you dialed has been changed, disconnected, or is no longer in service.
And the phone number the seller gave to Brandon did not work.
I didn't mean to steal this piece of equipment. Someone else stole it. They sold it to me. I'm another victim.
We reached out to Home Depot. Spokesperson cited the ongoing investigation and referred us back to law enforcement. But on its website,
it's actually affected the safety of our customers and our associates as well.
Home Depot addresses rental equipment theft and how it has put several safeguards in place, like training and implementing new technologies. But thieves aren't just targeting big box stores.
We provide equipment rental solutions to the Central Texas.
Smaller local equipment rental businesses are also experiencing thefts. Bradley Belota is the general manager for Rent Equip in the Austin area. He says what happened to Brandon has happened twice to his business in the past few months.
Someone comes in and wants to rent one of these for a day. They pay for a day. They give you a driver's license and a credit card, and then next thing you know, the day's up, the machine hasn't come back, so you try to get a hold of them, and then the phone number's been disconnected. But we will see these listed if they're stolen on Facebook Marketplace for $12,000, $13,000.
Belota recovered the equipment in both incidents, but says they've changed rental protocol as a result.
We just ask more questions, and then we allow our guys up at the front counter to use judgment. And we're not scared to turn down a rental now.
How big of a problem is equipment rental theft?
Post-COVID, it has skyrocketed to the number one issue.
Tony Conant is the CEO of the American Rental Association. He says equipment thefts will end up costing his members more than $100 million in 2024, making it the top priority for the trade association.
We do see scams, especially revolving equipment.
Heather Massey with the Better Business Bureau says online purchase scams are underreported. She also says online platforms like Facebook Marketplace are not responsible if you lose money. That's why Massey says first, do your research about the seller. Look for posts about scams involving the seller's username. Also, check out the privacy policy.
A lot of times scammers let you know these transactions are guaranteed through a third-party site, and they're not.
Another way to protect yourself, avoid wire transfers.
It is just like cash, right? You send it off and you don't know who it's going to. They have a name, they're on the receiving end, but you can't trace it.
No one knows that better than Brandon Copley, who wired $18,000 for the mini excavator he no longer has. He had to get another one as he waits for his case to go through the criminal justice system. hoping someday he'll get his money back because his dream home won't wait.
We're going to have a walkway here
For the KVUE Defenders,
so that we can get that view.
I'm Jenny Lee.
It's got to be terribly frustrating. Back on Tuesday, Brandon says a judge in a property hearing determined that the mini excavator he paid $18,000 for will go back to the Home Depot. If you have something you'd like the KVUE Defenders to investigate, you can email your tip to defenders@kvue.com or call us at 512-533-2231.